Welcome to the Night Show. I'm your host, TK Diz, Isaac, Quickstep, and Orion. You know what you can call me. And I'm just trying to do a real quick thing, so give me a sec, guys. I know I'm being awkward and slow, but I'm just having an issue with something right now. And hey, Ocarina. Here we are. I know I'm just being awkward and delayed. And now let's just say I'm having a small, quick difficulty with something, and I'm trying to fix it. Alright, looks like it fixed itself. Thank God. Alright, now we can really begin. And I welcome you, but let me finish my little introduction. Welcome to the Night Show! I'm your host, your grand MC, your night of entertainment, the one, the only, TK, Diz, Isaac, Quickstep, and Orin, you know what you can call me. And I welcome you back to our nightly adventure of Final Fantasy XVI, where Titan might have fallen, but we still got shit to do. And now we're going to make way for the path. Hopefully after today, we'll be soaring high instead of, well, I guess you could say anything else. Maybe we'll find the power of Shiva. If you ask me, I would not mind that. I could use some ice to cool down from all this heat. This ain't no heat wave, it's a heat dome. God, I hate how you can so easily get turned around in some of these places. Actually, oh no, yeah, it is this way. You are not helping. Man, I got cold drinks. Throughout this stream, I will be drinking a Celsius whenever I remember to go to the fridge and get one. Nah. Instead, I think I'd rather just stay inside and chill. But I will say, sometimes it makes me miss my old job. Because at least there I was hiding in the dairy section. And there was the fridge and the freezer. Well, honestly, never being in the freezer was fun, though. Let's just say, when you have a job that requires you to use a machine to scan things and your gloves literally block it, it is not fun. But you know what else is fun? I want to ride my chocobo all day. Somewhere around here is our quest destination. Is it here? Oh, nope. Right here. Found an engineer.
Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Alright, let's see what we're hunting today. It goes into a cutscene. Like, what am I gonna see here? Anybody home? A dog? Oh my god, it's a giant fucking eye.
Time to go.
I would say there's has to be a joke
This one. Go to him.
here
Attack.
that I'm fighting a monster, but giant eye.
Get him.
But I'm gonna be honest. Ah, shit. This is why, guys, don't let yourself get distracted by trying to grab something in the middle of a cutscene. It is never, never going to work. Load autosave. Well, I got me drink, and thankfully we ain't fallen far behind. I will turn off one of my lights. What's more surprised, I'm surprised that actually had enough power to kill me
Anybody
so
home?
quickly.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Ah, it's even called unwanted. Wait, Doom?
Forgive me.
What the fuck? Okay, that's something else is going on here. That was not just me getting smacked. I wonder if it's because it's casting Doom. We've seen this already. I don't need to see it again.
Get him. Attack.
Is this where I was standing?
Over here.
Punch! Yeah, Mr. I, you're not that scary, you unwanted visitor. Yeah, I think it was just because I was getting caught in his attack. It wouldn't be the first time I played a Final Fantasy game where I kept getting killed just because of one of my opponent's attacks. Because they literally set something up, you had to do it one way.
Too slow.
So, oh, that's because I'm at the edge of the battlefield, that's why. Actually, I want to say the scene in question was Final Fantasy 5, or no, 6. There was, the thing with Sabine. In his original joining, you need to do a bit of a side kind of special where you have to activate his one of his moves to win the fight. And it's not as simple as how you do it. And damn, I thought the thing died right there. Well, third time's the charm.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Feels weird that's where it ended, but they got what they got. Alright. No real reason to stay. So, to the hideaway! It's always with Sid's Mid's area. I was about to say Sid, but we're literally. I think I'm getting better and better and used to this area.
Editors started reading books that don't have any.
And I really wish he could jump over that because it kind of seems a really weird. Like, why cut it off from this way? Especially the way this implies to be a circle. I feel like we should be able to run around it. Ugh.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. The shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
I don't know why, but British accents make me
It's enough to
smile.
stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
I always gotta find the smart one. Let's see. Nope. Oh wait, yeah, I need to go up. What am I thinking? Let's not miss the spit.
Think mid. I need some help tidying up.
Wait, what was that by this? I thought for something there was just something by her head for a second. Well, let's see what Jill says.
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Jill is best girl.
Thanks to Sid.
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search
Well,
the records for one.
At least hey, he's got that smart idea to think of talking to the smart guy.
Different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of... pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Alright, so as much as I love traveling with Jill, if the...
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
Okay, I guess we can't talk to the both to figure out
So,
best.
Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion? Take your time. It doesn't
I want to talk...
rush
Okay, I was hoping to hear something from her. Because, like, Jill, obviously, sure. But apparently she doesn't have any lines. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do Targes, because we always travel with Jill for story, and we haven't get to see much of
Who will accompany you
our
on
medic.
your little excursion?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
So wait, why would I stay? I mean, there's no point in staying here, so let's just open the world map. As much as the world map actually gives me pause, and I don't really, I think it's really wish that. I think the only reason I've not that much of an issue with it is the fact that since we're always just warping around for half the time, it just feels like it's probably not to. But I feel like that could also just make it not necessary. Okay.
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
I
these.
won't have you.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
We're getting garlic and nuts. Not my favorite things.
Buy, sell, or be gone. Go on, take it. Good riddance.
Damn, that's how much gil we have? Man, we really have not needed to spend a lot on gil. Honest to God.
Any friend of the inn
Makes me wonder why I have so much gil.
I trust it's all here. Keep fighting the good
Should do
fight.
it. Hopefully Ty is finished too.
Fresh cuts. Come and get them. Up. You'll not find a bruised pippin.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No,
Hey, I barely use potions. All my potions come out.
Here, and I refuse
From
to
using
pay
the
prices
outside
these
of fights, and only just because, you know,
I'll ask Karen when we get back.
we can get them.
What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does.
Yeah, this game's events technically take place over, what, at least
Thank you.
18 years?
For what?
I mean, there's the 13-year time skip and now the 5 one. I'll be honest, the 5-year time skip feels a little on the nose and just there just because.
It's appreciated.
Compared to the 13 one, at least makes sense after we were captured, although.
But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Rather a quick side quest. I call it a side quest, but really that doesn't seem to be the right word. It just feels this quest, like storyline quest, just feels so side questy. Which is weird because I don't think it's meant to be a side quest.
How Hippocrates is getting on with the Moondew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very
His
well
name
indeed.
Tomes or
And thanks in no
please.
small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Well, if that means we can fly, someone better be ready to sing, "I believe I can fly." I do not remember anything else from that song.
He cracked the crystal too.
Why did I end up... Map. I forget shit. I always feel conflicted because I'm trying to follow the arrow icon, but the icon does not take into account for... Actually, you know what? Let's check in with him.
Life. What's that for you, dear?
Nothing new.
That it?
Grinstone is still going to be our blade.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
Although that does make me wonder. That means eventually I think we're going to get a sword. Since they seem to be... Our sword upgrades do... Some of our sword upgrades do come after we take on the Dominants and we fight the... See, this is why... You know, I'm just going to call it Primal. The Primal. Like, the summons, like... We've taken on Ifrit, we've taken on Shiva, all that. We're going to get a new sword. That makes me wonder if we're going to be the chance to get a blade based off of freaking Bahamut and Odin. Like, I'll be honest, a blade off those two, I'm very curious about. Like, Odin, I would assume it's going to be after his own iconic blade, Zakensun. But what the hell kind of blade did they give us for
Brilliant. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
for Bahamut? Like, some dragon themed?
Right then. Let's start
Data
working out how
blade?
to bolt all these bits
Mega sword?
together. To the Black Hammer.
Mega Fury?
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Sometime later.
finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
And then we got mid.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance.
You know, I have to wonder, is destroying the crystals doing anything to stop the Blight?
You see, one last chance.
I'm curious about something. Nope, no reference to the Blight.
In case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that.
You don't want her to be finished?
Lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Speak with Otto.
Ned told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Astrix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Make for the foredock. Duck.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent,
A letter?
by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Kavar has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities. Seriously, the lines this game makes me use definitely makes me feel Game of Thrones like. The Free Cities, which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I believe Miss Tedemon's project for the quite valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canadian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like you to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron. Byron's the man.
Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Oh, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Damn. There's so many quests, but we cannot go to the hideaway.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
You know, I'll be honest, I really wish we focused more on Hugo Cooper trying to hunt us down. It feels, especially, like, I would have loved to see more of that free time skip. Second time skip.
Even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Oh my god, gone. When was the last Wait, Charon? That was unexpected.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
The flowers and all that. I would definitely say Sid was one of the best. Best.
Back then, but it were never as bad as this.
Sid was one of the best.
I know. The blight marches on.
Seriously, can someone explain this blight to me? Because it doesn't make sense.
Sights like these.
Like, honestly, like the more and more I see about the blight, nothing. But yeah, Telemon here was the best Sid.
So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the crystal.
Oh, so there's only 4. Why did I
Our
think there was
next
5?
target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
Well, maybe we'll have him hold the door. It would be a good moment to go out. Damn, that was a moment.
It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Alright, now just a curious question. Alright. Since we can now do this, we got side quests. So let's go do the side quests. Because if we got so many side quests, we might as well do some. Although, where are they all? Because it doesn't seem like they're here. I'll say, if it keeps us a level higher, I ain't against it.
We cracked the crystal too.
Reading table. Oh, so this Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. I'm thinking maybe maybe it wasn't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there are other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. That just sounds like it hurts. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what got him so hot and bothered. Assuming he just the forge. All right.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Prioritize the quest. And a bad feeling. Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come and pay me a visit at the toll.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Torgor's literally always with us. Off the record. Thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behalf, and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe, and by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be. Yep.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Alright, well now we got a whole bunch of side quests.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Congratulations. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it he said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
But he's not
Maybe
a
this all has
orc.
something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Alright, well that's one. Yeah.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgor. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. Which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgor, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may
gotta
well
wonder.
be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient.
So you think we need to fill him up better?
Habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Oh, we're gonna have to look there anyways.
It seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
But we have more to look at. But before we do that as well, since there's more side quests here, we're going to be running around doing more.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Ned told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but
No.
it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
Damn.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you.
I don't want to say she's annoying. I think she just has a certain aspect of her character. Obviously, when you know, because the sheer fact they had to somehow weaken the goddess character. Because think about it like this: Aqua in that series is indeed broken. And think about it, if you had just a god walking around happily as one of your adventuring party, they need to be weakened somehow. In my case, for Arconis 2, I say they would do the situation as more Aqua just isn't very bright. Plus, I think, honestly, all the characters in that series are meant to have a weakness. I mean, Megami can literally only use one spell. Darkness can't hit anything. And Kazuma is Kazuma. And Aqua just isn't bright. Like, it's possible.
Always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No.
Damn. And here I thought someone was stealing shit or something. Nope. Turns out this guy's just an idiot.
Told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Alright, now let's do the Blackthorn. Then we'll go out and actually start doing these side quests. But no, another example to show off the idea of the goddesses can't always be seen as incredibly powerful characters and they have to be nerfed someone. Look at Restarte. In a series where the main character is overly cautious and comes up with skills that are literally just insane. Even those ones, like Restarte wasn't seen as the most helpful companion. I mean, she wasn't bad and she wasn't an idiot, but even then, not all of them were... She wasn't the best. Like, still, it's not like they could be overly relied on her. Then again, most cases when the gods were showing anything, they weren't really running into an issue. So wasn't there a Valkyrie? Was Valkyrie a god? I can't remember. There was one character.
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single edge blade.
Also, I'd like to point out, I assume that also might just be why the idea that, you know, Konosuba is just a comedy, and Aqua's character is just a part to give something amusing with her. And again, remember, all companions are pretty much terrible in that show.
Troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. We can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
And as always, we got Karen for information. I love how she's right there.
You're looking well, Karen.
What you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
There's someone eccentric. Alright. Now, first order of business, we're going to open the world map, since we are literally now have gotten every... Wait, no. There's still one more side quest. I'm forgetting something. Mids area. Now, what's the easiest way to get there? Let's go through Blackhammer's shop. Gotta do all the side quests.
Wish I could take one of our birds.
Wait, we have birds? But really, the quest line was all the way here.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is.
Find the solution you want, split it in, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Why not?
I imagine Tyre could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them
Bomb
cold
King.
when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Alright, well, we got shit to hunt. Right. Oh, we gotta use the hunt board. Shit, I hate using the... I don't like using the hunt board because it doesn't actually tell us. Like, there's no... It doesn't, like, add a quest, or... I mean, it does, but, like, we still figure it out ourselves, I guess, but, like... Honest to God, it's poorly done, because if you ask me, the sheer fact that you can't actually see, or there's no indication you're in the right spot, makes it a little weirder. Ask about bomb sightings. Are you hunting for a bomb king? If so, I have a billet that might interest you. Alright, bomb king. The croc, sandbreak. See, where the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? Alright, the croc. Alright, well, let's do the world map. And something I didn't realize, we cannot go to any other location right now. Okay, well, we'll continue with the main story. We'll just have our side quests for when we can. Onward. We're not trying to revive our dad with a spell.
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad.
See, Jill is right back with us again.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
That actually sounds a really smart move.
Living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Another side quest? What the? Where did that come from? I mean, it died almost instantly to us, but damn. Also, looks like there's a side quest here.
So what do you think?
Jonas, a sellsword.
It's as bad as that.
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Well, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
A very good question.
Coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran.
That
leaving
is
his
very
livelihood
dumb.
abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker. But I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
I suppose he's right. Why
Well, if
not?
I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Alright, let's get the cart. We have how many side quests right now? It looks like we'll at least do this one on the way, since it's a lot closer to where we need to go. Hell, it's literally like right here. Although, damn. Wasn't expecting that.
These must be our bandits.
Like, that was literally right as we walked in. Like, we didn't even need to take a step closer. And I don't mind it. Although these aren't the bandits for the side quest. These are actual Kiana main quest bandits. Sometimes I wonder if I should go around on just an area we've been to close to our level and just grind. I don't know if it will be effective or not. It'd be interesting, especially because as far as I can tell, honestly, I don't know if grinding or leveling up really makes that much of a difference for us. But damn, with how massive some of these guys get their weapons to be is just kind of insane. Like, the dude is big and he's already getting a weapon bigger than he is. Damn, I killed all those people without any issue.
That's them dealt with.
That was part of the main quest.
Where's that cart?
I just want to... Wait, is that part of the main quest or not? That's weird, because it seems like it was part of our... I don't know, man. Wait, really? So you're telling me the cart has to be somewhere around... Oh. Yeah, this was not as straightforward as a path as I thought.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
Jeez!
No need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
Somehow I don't think they were good body... They were merchant friends or allies. Wait. Is there another side quest right here? If there is, it is way, way, way far away. I'm not even seeing it on the map. Then again, it might just be our prioritize.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least.
The path continues on the other side.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that's one of the quests we're just prioritizing. Die. Damn. Nothing but nothing. They just had their shit wrecked.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I
wonder if that's just something they have to be impressed by.
As a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance in bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominants and their icons were deemed a curse.
No, yeah, icons, that's the actual word.
Back home.
Ironically, I was right to think primal. It's just icons is literally what the empire, the Galilean Empire in 14 referred to them.
Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
It's always nice when you can see the legends are true. It's always funny they have legends of this world when you know they literally have dominance magic.
The road will be busier up ahead.
God.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
The seat of the Imperial Court. Audience chamber.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I got a feeling that Bahamut is going to be the next icon.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All.
What places do you still have to conquer after that? Honestly, sometimes I'm a little confused by the kingdoms in this world.
These are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
Damn, making his son bow.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces.
Oh, he will, but probably in rebellion.
It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
They're gonna start just calling about
the
the gods bad because
her country. She slew her husband.
honest to God, something you should bring up. The things that literally should always be brought up. The idea when someone's betrayed for a traitor for another kingdom or just another group, you always wonder, why would you trust them again?
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Like, literally, she did get her husband killed just for more power. So what makes you think she wouldn't want more power? Like, honest to God, I'm even thinking this guy's fucked anyways.
They're so boring.
Because I can just imagine her deciding to turn her kid into a puppet lord, a la like Cersei's from Game of Thrones, literally get this husband killed, and then just have the child raised as a puppet lord to literally
inherit your father's throne.
have all the power.
I have suffered worse.
I'll watch, I'll probably get Dion killed.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is a miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher.
See, she already sounds like she wants to kill him.
Pure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Bocklap markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
God, I'm not sure which way to take the step.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle.
Gotta grind against these guys. I really don't like using magic because it really feels like it does nothing. Like, honest to God, it feels like I'm doing nothing to these guys.
Refugees.
Of course, the
Now we're making for the
refugees.
Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing. It's kind of a scary thought if we're just literally causing more and more refugees. At least now it looks like we're going to be at the city.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Best price. Others will carry on. Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
No. Oh, that's just one of.
Peaches and pears.
It doesn't even need me to actually find it. I always find it funny when they say quest destination nearby, because literally they're talking about a situation that like just implies one thing.
How much for a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. They are more than
Honestly, now this place is making me think of old Dahal. How they kind of screwed over so many refugees. So many.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
They're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Alright. But yeah, just the sheer fact that the merchants and like all of them would be kind of screwed things over.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Also, I don't know, what is it about deserty places in video games that are always, you know, hey, this is a place where rich things are.
Oh, good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goods. Just tell us what happened.
It's betrayed pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Buck lad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead.
I wonder if we ever see black chocobos. They're always treated as a rare and an interesting thing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Alright.
Let's keep
Make way to the Crimson Caravans. No, he said it was a red one. Unless... Nope. Somewhere around here. Okay, that one makes more sense. Yeah, I just had to walk around it. Really goes to a cutscene, huh?
It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in
For some reason, I was thinking of Morgana when I saw her. Or not Morgan, not Morgana. Not the cat.
I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
Kinda she did.
So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Can we hear the explanation? I never understand why dialogue that could be interesting. Oh wait, maybe.
The Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us.
There's some things that are just always weird when it gets cut out when it seems like it's something important.
Easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand.
So they're doctoring? They couldn't try to help people being...
You want to get your pass back?
Then again, no. There's no way they're implying. But if they made merchant passes so rare that someone's doctoring, that actually does sound like a perfectly good merchant cruise. Damn, again, this place is making me think about Old Dahl.
Other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goots.
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. Well, the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do
Dude, it's Ifrit. It's just a giant icon swimming. I mean, you'd probably be fucking caught and just instantly, but the sheer image. Then again, Ifrit with water is probably not a good idea, but I still find the very image of Ifrit doing the doggy paddle or the backstroke. Just, why not? A giant fire fucking djinn.
Business with you, Clive. The proprietor of
we
the
got another
furniture
seal.
makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Alright. Fulfilling a quest that I don't see how we're supposed to do, so wait. No, we can do our side quests now. Let's turn in some side quests just to get rid of them.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
Plus, you know, if it makes us a little stronger before the next bout, why not?
Seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Star Ruby.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this?
Again, more and more thoughts bring up why reputation in business always matters if you think about it. If you got a bad rep, no one's going to give you shit.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he?
No, it hit me.
Quite the opposite, in fact.
We lost one of our best characters.
As I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement. And rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you.
This is what I like. We get to see some more detail situation.
You're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Alright. Now open the world map. Oh, no, it looks like we can actually still do this one here. Or we have one still here, it looks like. A bone to pick.
Stay sharp.
God, I want to open the local map and I keep doing the main. Where are we supposed? Oh, up. Oh, looks like we have to go out the village.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Sometimes I really wonder, do I just have to actually listen for them, stand and wait for them to stop saying that line? Because they keep saying their lines. And I ended up the wrong way. You know what? Fuck it, gonna do it this way. Let's go to Eastpool. Alright. You know, I gotta wonder. We're not gonna prioritize this guy. We will prioritize this guy. Now hopefully now it'll show up on our... So we'll have at least an easier time finding him. But since we don't need anyone to fight anyone over here...
Time to fight.
Nope. Not because I want to run from a fight, but these guys are not a fight. I'm pretty sure we would get nothing worthwhile to fight something so low leveled compared to us. It's level 19. We are 32.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
Something I just want to remember. No, get there with us. It's just... The downside is... See, not these, especially these look at our level. Actually, hell, this is technically higher level than us. Damn. Useful. Maybe we'll get greater XP. I mean, we're still utterly crushing them. It makes you wonder after a while, is there really a point that we keep leveling and trying to focus on our level? Like, these guys are higher level than us and we're just wrecking them. Boom. Bloody hide.
No. Will it be enough, I wonder?
I mean, why not try to feed him right now? Oh, yeah, he is. I was gonna say, because, like, you were literally with the dog.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Alright. Well, now that we've done that quest, let's see, where's our next one? We're not going to go to the hideaway right now, but we are going to go to the Damelin Inn. Make way. So many desert levels. But I'll be honest, I don't mind them. Because, you know, if you make me smile, I got no issue. Alright.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone.
Okay, so it looks like they were in here. Oh, wow, found them.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose
Hey, if he wants, you know, we can always get that coin back.
A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is set to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Alright. So we know the bandits have to be somewhere around. We're going to warp to this one because this is actually a lot closer. And Ambrosia.
Come on. Run like the wind.
These guys are closer into our level, but honestly, I don't want to be forced. I don't really feel like they still, I don't think, would be giving us too much XP, and I want to at least fight someone even closer to our level. Again, I mean, I could, but it's just no fun. Sometimes I just, it sounds to me like you can't just, like, nothing about this spot means we should, no, I guess that's a massive gap, so I shouldn't be trying to jump that, but, like, still. Alright, here, since these ones want to fight us, we'll let them have their fight. Especially that one's level 30 and we had a 28, so why not? Called the Ambrosia. And we ride like the wind. Ride it. Well, doing a bit of a U-turn just to get the right way. Yeah, we've been in deserts for a while. I'll say this. This world's got an odd beat, but I'm still least intrigued. Mother, how do you have an axe that big? Alright, kill this spellcasters first. I want to make sure they have no healers. Saying about finding anyone who's brave in your group, I just want to make sure you have no healers. You will have no chance to get back up from the fight. When you die, you're dead. No, fuck, I'm just wasting my time if I don't hit. Oh, you think you got tricks, mate? You don't realize it. You're about to die. I'm trying to dodge before they suggest you dodge. And now you're already staggered. Oh, look, you're dead now. And now we leveled. Very nice.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
It just warps us automatically.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What should I
I
call
love it. It's a
you,
couple
good
effects.
man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your
He
acquaintance.
uses that name again. Probably because Sid's the name of Sid's the outlaw, and Clive's name is probably not a good either.
Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship.
He might be a noble man, but he at least is a man with honor and notes his blade style.
Their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow.
That sounds like a really terrible way to have a sword. I mean, it's good for just having an edge, but a literal sword that would be only one use is kind of feels like a waste.
Whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000.
I mean, a sword that would break literally after you use it a second. Especially, what if the one strike isn't enough, even with how sharp you make your blade?
A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis.
Even better, why he shouldn't have mentioned his real name.
Perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern.
But Uncle's a good man. Our uncle's a good man.
Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
No. Not right now. But now we're going to do payback. Now, where the hell am I going for payback? Northreach, looks like. Let's go pay this ruby. I was about to make a mistake. Well, I will admit, I'll give the game preps, you know, it's not just leading us the entire way and lets us explore. It can be really confusing trying to follow that icon.
I want to see.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Towel?
No, yeah, Isabella, she was the one with all the girls. I honestly forgot about her.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
I don't have a son. That really seemed unlikely.
Long ago.
Oh, I didn't even know. Oh, damn.
Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done.
Honestly, a parent would probably always think that with their kid and they want to do more.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Unfortunately, we're not doing that right now. First, we're going to do journal. Oh. Can we really only just do 3? I mean, we'll work about that one later, but we're going to stop with these right now and do this. Still find it weird that's a quest that was the main quest can't be prioritized, but this game's got weird mechanics. Now, we'll look for the Bomb King next time. But I'm only just going to warp us back to Boklad, because not only did I just realize the time, but I think without further ado, I think this is a good place to stop. A little bit of, since we're focusing right back on the main quest, we'll stop right here for the night. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed our show. Share, favorite, follow, like, spread it around. If you know others who'd be enjoying my show, send them my way. I'll happily entertain you all. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It can only help the channel. Till next time, this is the Night Show, signing off for the night.